This morning, I think I saw something that will change the entire course of my life. This morning, I have gotten an insight into how human beings can be. Sadly enough, this morning, I think I saw someone almost get killed. Hello and welcome to the Second Archangel. This morning, I woke up preparing for morning mass. I was going to brush and I heard so much noise outside. People were shouting, "Thief, thief, thief." And so upon hearing it, I asked my mother what was going on, and she said that a young boy has been caught who was about to steal hen. And so the first thing I said was, oh, well, let us catch him and give him some few slaps and send him to the police station. Upon going outside to brush, I see that the people in the area all come together. They all hold this guy and they are so much aggressive towards him. And it didn't really mean much. Nothing really struck me until I saw my own church member, a man who is a chorister in my church, approaching the young man with two very big sticks, and with so much aggression, he was actually going to hurt the guy. So he got to him, put down his two heavy sticks, hit him with his hands, pick up the sticks and use the sticks on the young man who apparently is the thief. Honestly, my reaction towards mob justice has always been one which is apathetic. I didn't really think much upon it, and I didn't really think much upon it. As a typical African, corporal punishment like beating or lashing the person who has done wrong is a normal thing, and I didn't really consider it a big deal because for most of us, that is how we were raised. We were raised by the pains of the rod, which I still consider something which is quite necessary, not in its extensive form. But then seeing this happen to this young man, seeing how my church member approached him with two heavy sticks, which were enough to kill the young man, was a kind of epiphany for me. It opened my eyes to the fact that we human beings could be something else. And then I came to the realization of three things. I realized three things about we humans, about we Christians that unfortunately we seem to have or we seem to do. The first is the fact that we Christians usually, most of the times, forget that we are Christians. Because upon seeing the way my church member comes to this guy with so much aggression, I'm asking myself, what did he want to do? What did he intend to do? Because there was no way he was just trying to punish him the corporal punishment kind of way. This kind of aggression, this kind of speed, this kind of hatred in his eyes betrays the fact that he was a Christian. I mean, this man who finished and on Sunday he would go to church and sing. Someone who just wanted to kill somebody. Someone who actually would have killed somebody if they had not taken the guy away. This man is a Christian. I am in no way endorsing what the young man did, because stealing is wrong and we are in so much hard times that it's sometimes unthinkable that another person would want to make life difficult for another. I do not condone his acts. But looking at a number of Christians who were there, now people who go to church who were there, now people who claim to have been saved by Jesus Christ who were there, I begin to ask myself, are we Christians at all? Are we Christians really Christians in the first place? And honestly, I asked myself the same question, am I a Christian myself? Am I Christian enough to think or at least be apathetic towards the whole idea of mob justice? The second thing I realized upon this scenario is the fact that most of us, if not all of us, are just simple, old, plain hypocrites. This is because the now people I saw running towards this guy with the aim of beating him, the aim of doing harm to him because he was a thief. And honestly, these people themselves have their own faults. I mean, I could check in my household and I could see that within my household there were a number of people who were, should I say, public sinners. I see a number of fornicators in my household, the number of public adulterers in my household. I see a number of people who dupe men for money in my household. I see the number of rascals, well-known rascals and recalcitrants in my house. The number of people who we know, publicly, we know that publicly these guys were petty thieves in the area. We knew these guys. We knew all of them, and for some weird reason, these guys were running with so much aggression to do harm to another public sinner simply because he was the one who was caught. Honestly, I felt really bad. I asked myself, how many times have I been a hypocrite? Because see, we have these big men, these politicians who we know are doing whatever they want to do with the country's resources. We know these are political chairmen and all these people who are running the country down because of their corrupt practices. But when they come around, we hail them, we give them funds, chairman, boss, we make them feel on top of the world. And now this is a young man who did not yet steal a hen. He was about to steal a hen and we want to kill him. I mean, think about this. We want to kill him. But when we see people who are even doing worse in society, we hail them. We ourselves are not innocent. We ourselves are people who have our own personal faults and even our own public faults. But we do not pay attention to them simply because we've not been caught. And we think we have the moral audacity to go and harm somebody, to go and kill somebody. And number 3, it got me asking myself how much we love participating in evil stuff. Because I was thinking, if this woman's hen was stolen, would the community come out together as we did this morning? Are we going to come out together and try to compensate her? Even if we finish harming the boy, even if we finish lashing him, even if we finish doing whatever it was I wanted to do to him, are we later going to come out and put our resources together to compensate this woman? The answer is no. We are definitely not going to come out together to help this woman. No, we are not going to do that. When it comes to inflicting harm and pain onto another person, we run. We run there. We shout, we call on others to come and inflict harm on another person. Is this the kind of solidarity we have in our communities? Is that the kind of things I do? Is that what I do? Do I rally people up for things that are evil, things that are bad? When it comes to helping others, do I just keep quiet like it doesn't matter? Honestly, these things got me thinking. These things really opened my eyes to this whole concept of mob justice and how human nature, how sometimes, just sometimes, we can be evil. If you realize I'm speaking about this with so much passion, because it's something that has really gotten to me. And honestly, people see this and they are happy about it. People could make the argument that, he has done harm to others. He's reaping others of the fruits of their labor. And some thieves do this and some thieves do that. That is true. But he is responsible for his actions. And you and I are also responsible for our actions. Maybe you're not going to lynch someone. Maybe you are not going to cause harm to another person. And maybe you are just putting others out and setting them up for public ridicule. Maybe that's what you are doing. Maybe you are publicly embarrassing others because of their shortfalls. Just ask yourself these questions. Are you a Christian? Are you being a Christian? Secondly, aren't you being a hypocrite? And thirdly, do you just love to be evil? I hope you see the sense in what I'm talking about. If this message has gotten to you, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share this video for others to know about it. And follow us on our social media handles. I'll surely see you in my next video. Peace.